Baltimore Orioles are playing the Boston Red Sox. It's their first home opening game. Not sure what the score is. You might know more about that score than I am when you see this. But I'm walking the street scene here. We're along the path. It's right next to Ridgely's Delight. Trees are coming out. A beautiful park next to it. Few people and their dogs walking it. There was when I just walked by there earlier. Doesn't look like anybody there now. But see, we got blossoms, leaves, blossoms, and we're near at the Oriole Park at Camden Yards. You're going to be looking at the outside of the Oriole ballpark. It's the first home game, opening day. I'm walking over here to try to get a view of the nice, big, huge sign. And I'm talking loud. I hope it's not too loud to your ears, but I want to make sure that you can hear me over the street noises, the car noises. See, right there is it's next to M&T Bank Stadium where the Baltimore Ravens play. And then we have Ostead Street parking lot. Got parking lots there. And then here we go. Here's the one side. That long building right there in the middle is historical. It's redone, and it was the train warehouse where they stored all the cargo from the trains. They came up and down the Atlantic coast, DC, south, and all the way up to New York when they were traveling, and transferred over to another train line. They would store personal baggage and the other cargo. Here's a good sign of the Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Get a little bit closer to it. Here we go. Let's take a walk. They got some barricades. They got some green wrapped wall, so it's not too advisable to get that close to it. So it's better to be across the street where I'm at so that you can see more than if you were right up there on that other side and trying to look up at the building. And we just keep walking over here. And there was a lot of yelling and screaming by the crowd. So apparently Oriole scored. When I left my place where I live, it was 2-0 Boston. So I have no idea what the score is right now. So we're right next to West Conway Street and South Russell Street. This is where Oriole Park at Camden Yards is located in the city of Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States of America. Saying that for all your global viewers. Take my time so you can see it. Get a little bit closer. Got a camera crew right there. They just finished up. Cameraman, the announcer. I don't know where they're representing from. And it's across from Reggie's Delight. Small little street scene. I'm going to go over that way and look at some of the tree blossoms here, buds and stuff. Then walk back to the Oriole Park, Camden Yards. We have a lot of traffic today. This is the main artery in and out of the city. The ones that are coming at the camera, and myself, they're generally leaving the city, going to other parts of the city, or going south to, say, as far as maybe Washington, D.C. And then on the right side, going to the left, is incoming, and they have to slow down after they make that curve right there, after that blue landmark. They'll have to slow down to city speed limits. So we're not going in, so I'm so sorry. Didn't have tickets. I guess around, see, generally about 15,000 people were allowed to come in. And so they were already sold out. And they were selling for hundreds of dollars a ticket. You wanted to buy one. Someone wanted to give up. That's how healthy our tree blossoms are coming out. Good look at that. Panning back over to the hotel apartment building, that taller one there, the Zenith apartment towers. This is the Camden Inn, right there, the brown and light brown. And here's the ballpark. Get a good view. This is generally the western side, west side of the ballpark. Along Russell Street. Russell, Russell. Take a look at some of these beautiful colonial historic houses, because we're in Ridgely's Delight. Let's take a little look at how the historical buildings are preserved. Residential row houses here. As you can see, some of these seedlings are coming down. This is a new building here that's really nice. Built it from the ground up. The newest one of this is on Warner Street in South Paca. As you can see, You've got overhanging trees that are just beautiful. Goes all the way down to the end there. Provides a lot of shade. Got a view right there. Right at Warner and South Packer Street. It's like some of these trees have dropped over here. Hi, nice day, isn't it? Again. The pink and white blossoms, a lot of it's been falling down. There were several pictures already taken like last week when they were still like in a white and pink coloration. And now it's less of that intensity. Or else you have to catch it at a certain time with the sunlight hitting it. And we're approaching. It's after 4:30, so it's dark here. This is shaded. May or may not pick up. And there's a Dean. I always like the colonial buildings on the eastern seaboard. But that's what we're going to see for a little while. I mean, I was thinking I would only show so much of the outside of the Camden Park at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. And we can see Ridgely's while we're at it. I showed a little bit of Ridgely's one time, but it was just a bunch of limbs. And now we've got, I can also pick up some birds. There's been some professional audio taping of the birds that stay here on certain years. I don't know if they're going to be doing it again this year. But we're looking at what these beautiful trees are on, this is Washington Boulevard. It's the, what number? This is 600 block of Washington Boulevard. Looking towards the sun that way. See, here's a beautiful sign. Kind of glary, no glary, there it is. Now I can pay attention to the vehicles. I'm gonna walk in the middle of the street. They don't normally. The only time I walk in the middle of this street is when there's a big snowstorm and I'm coming from downtown, going back to Pigtown, and there's a lot of snow on the sidewalks and it's easier to walk in the street. Take a quick look at these trees. It's not as colorful. I think I missed it by a few days, but we'll have to see what we got here now. So here's a colonial, see the colonial building. That's far enough up. See how historical it is. And we're heading towards the crowd. There's still a remaining crowd. All those hundreds of people that didn't get tickets, but still wanted to be here for opening day. We're walking towards that to the bar and restaurant area. It's zoned and built like that. Some old historical building, 4-story plus a basement. 3, 4. That's 4 right there. 4-story plus a basement. Happy Oriole Day. Happy Oriole Day. Picture of this tree here. Video of it, I mean. There's the lights for the night games. Up there, what you're looking at. I don't know if you can pick up the loudspeaker from Oil Park at Camden Yards. Apparently there's a little break in the action. And we'll cross the street. We'll be past the Hampton Inn and then walk across the street here. Gotta wait for the cars. You having a good time, guys? Yeah. All right, all the time. Okay. Here we go. The light stopped. Cut across right here. Get onto this grass. Grass is green. Had enough rain. It's green. But you see that the crowd has been here. And they're still out here. We got some sales of the t-shirts and caps and we have enough police security here to make sure that the crowd is behaving themselves. See the crowd right there? A lot of people standing around here. And here's the Brooks Robinson statue. It's got its orange towel on this year for the special event. The first home game of the season is against Boston Red Sox. Started about 3:05. Well, probably seemed like 3:15 to me. And then they'll have another game Saturday and Sunday. I believe they're taking a day off tomorrow, or maybe not. Okay. Let's see. And let's look at the writing right here now. I'll just get close enough and let you read that. Give me a minute. I'll give you a minute to read it all the way down, okay? For those who can't see it, then it says that Brooks Robinson was born in Little Rock, Arkansas. He arrived here in September 1955 at the age of 18. He spent all or part of 23 seasons with the Baltimore Orioles. Became heart and soul of the franchise. The all-time third baseman played in 18 All-Star games. won 16 Gold Gloves awards, and it was a 1964 American League MVP, the 1966 All-Star MVP, and the 1970 World Series MVP. He was named Most Valuable Oriole in 1960, 62, and 1964, and was co-winner with Frank Robinson in 1971. And his nickname was Human Vacuum Cleaner, set 10 Major League fielding records and 3 American records for third baseman, American League, and including the highest lifetime fielding percentage, .971. He was voted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1983. There's a quick pan of the food and the crowd socializing, drinking, eating, laughing. I don't think they know what the score is either on this one. And here's the traffic coming into the city. The outside, upper deck, the ramps that go up and down to get to street level, go up to the top. We've got pickles. We've got bullpen right there. We got sliders to the back part. It's cross. We'll get some of the sounds of the baseball game, the announcers and the crowd noise. Even though there's not too much for a crowd this season. Seating limitations, social distancing, COVID-19, pandemic. 15,000 people are allowed to come in there. Some of them are sitting apart from each other. If they're a family, part of the household, they can stay together. We're at Camden Street, gate F. Practice social distancing. I best put my mask on. Some of these ushers and gate greeters might tell me to put it on. Practice social distancing game day. The ticket offices, they're closed. There's no more tickets. Maybe tomorrow they'll have something for sale. There was no way you could get any tickets for opening day. They were sold out long ago. And then the possibility that the weekend game, there might be some availability. You can't see. You can't see the field because they've got this green tarp. Maybe they'll take it down, but for opening day, maybe they thought maybe a crowd would be standing around watching. You know, you can't see that. Oh, Missy, they're playing right now. There was like after 3 games started after 3 today for opening a home game, Missy, and all viewers. They're not playing tonight. The next game should be a home game, a night game. So I start about 7 o'clock. And here's some media, some big time media, probably local media for the TV stations. See, there's an announcer. There's the back of the scoreboard. They have rules here, no bags. Can't bring any bags this year. Can't bring any outside food or beverage. Recycle, don't litter. Babe Ruth is here. See, Babe Ruth is right here. He's hanging out. Hey, how was the crowd? Crowd was nice, huh? 15,000, wasn't it something? Maybe 11 to 15,000. It's a gate greeter. Just talking to that guy. Let's see, there's the back long terminal wall. This used to be the endpoint for the train system. And then they would have to transfer it to another train track, other part of the city. So they kept this for the storage of bags and cargo and stuff down to the southern part all the way past DC. And Babe Ruth again, hanging in there. Some more people setting up here, doing their thing. No idea who they're representing though. Doesn't say if they're from the station or anything, but they're doing it. Here's our signs. It says no mask, you don't get an entry. No bags, no outside food or drink. 6 foot social distancing and cashless this year. The sun is to the right on the west side. There's some, maybe you can see the flag, the American flag, the missing in action soldier flag, and the American flag. Helicopter flying above. And you got all these numbers. These are the jersey numbers of the retired numbers. Such as 33 right here. 33 was first baseman Eddie Murray, and the number was retired in 1998. We got 22. There's number 8. 8 is Brooks Robinson. I believe it is. Could be wrong. Okay, this is Earl Weaver, number 4. Number 20. Frank Robinson, outfielder. And we've got another one. There's going to be some more here eventually. And number 42. Number retired by right there. Howard Street, where all that traffic is, main in and out traffic area. Then we have the hotels. We have the Sheraton here. And this is unoccupied but public storage. It was a Legends, Sports Legends historical building. Police are out, making sure that everybody's behaving themselves. Get a picture of the tower. Town over that way. Some more media. Not as mobile as I am. Guess they need a van. That's channel 2. WMAR, ABC 2. And this is channel 11. WBAL TV. They need a truck. They can't come in on foot like me. I happen to be the most mobilest media journalist of all this group. You have to stay generally in one spot, and I can get all the way from one side of the ballpark to the other and do what I'm doing now. That's the beauty of having it on a cell phone, having an app like Apps TV. I'm coming back to the area where flag. I guess I'm spending a little bit more time than normally than I thought I would. There's the flag, United States flag. Bottom right is the Maryland flag. The one on the bottom left is kind of like, no, that's the city of Baltimore. Excuse me, I said it was the MIA. No, that is the city of Baltimore, Baltimore city flag. There you go. A few people in the stands. See them, there's people up there in the upper level. Might be a little bit blurry, I think, right? The people are leaving. Hey, what's the score? What was the score? 4-3 Boston. What inning? I just hit some people leaving. It's the 7th inning, and Boston Red Sox have a 1-run lead, 4-3, 7th inning. I got it right from a fan inside. Can't ask for anything more than that. Yes, we could. We could get some footage, right? Some on-field play. Picture the Zenith Apartments right here. Right off South Packer Street. See, Russell Street merges into South Packer. Over there by that building is Russell Street, Camden, along Russell, and then this area is along Washington Boulevard Street, all along those bars and restaurants. Pickles, we'll get a little bit close. Pickles Pub, big crowd, a lot of room inside, outside, dining and eating. And then there's the Bullpen is right there. They're open during home games. They're not always open, but they have $5 packages of drinks. And then we have Sliders. Sliders is great. They were booked, sold out from probably 10 o'clock a.m. through 3 o'clock. Now they've got room for people to sit outside and go upstairs. Still social distancing. I don't know how well they're doing it, but probably have to wear their masks. Tables are at a distance. Seating, you can sit together if you're family, close friends, household. Got the Hilton, the Zenith. This is the Hilton's parking garage. That's looking towards downtown. That's actually the what they call the World Trade Center right there. That should be the building, World Trade Center. Right along the Inner Harbor. The one behind this one right there. That one is the World Trade Center. So we can see better if I stay a distance from that other side. You can see the size of the bar, restaurant, the amount of people. Get too close. Some people would object too that I'm videoing them. So I've had that happen since 1995. Used my digital camera, and some people didn't like. Some people loved it. Some people wanted to be interviewed. But now it's a little bit looser now. It's a little bit of darkness shadow because the sun is setting to the west. I'm going to try to cross the street here if there's no traffic. Yeah, it's open. Take a look at Brooks Robinson again. And the crowd on the bottom there, bottom screen. Orange, black, having fun, socializing, drinks and food. Coming back to the collector's tent. Get your jerseys, get your caps. This is the drop-off area. nice little terrace area that they've had with the orange, black, and white balloons, some popcorn. This was crowded at the Hampton Inn. Drinks. You have my Jaguar ready. Royce, you got it? I'll be back. I got to film videos and stuff. And I'll be back. Yeah, make sure that those the tires are nice and shiny, the hubs. Thank you, sir. Just let them know. I don't want you to do it. And I'll give you a good tip too. University of Maryland is there too. Forgot about that. We're near the University of Maryland Medical System. UMMS says University. See it there on the sign? University of Maryland Medical Center. UMMC. That's the system. That's where the hospital is. There's a campus. They also have a law school. They have a social services, paramedics, dental. I've left up a couple of disciplines, but that's where that's at. Then I got to remember to go to the Babe Ruth, outside of the Babe Ruth Museum. All right, we can cross the street and go check that out. It's right off of Portland, right off of this street. It's the backside of some of these historical buildings, old buildings. Now, right here, they used to have a block party every year, except this year and last year. This would be blocked off. They would have a stage right about here and an open area for dancing. Had tents, tables for drinks, food. And then the middle area was a big, huge bar for cans of beer and mixed drinks, food. And it was like a small band over here. It's not here. You don't see it this year because it didn't happen. So hopefully in 2022, they'll have this block section off and then they'll have a party. They have a little one this year over at the Do It and a Brew. It's called Do and a Brew. It used to be called Quigley's. Oh, it still has the name Quigley's. That's just the tent. That's just the tent. It says Do and a Brew, but that's still Quigley. Still happening. People drinking, watching the game. Let's go to the Babe Ruth birthplace and museum is right here. How we doing? 45 minutes. 3 new messages. That's Miss Carol. Oh, gotcha. They were in Boston for opening day. Yeah, Miss Carol, they were in Boston. But this is a home opening day, okay? This is the first home game at Baltimore. That's why I'm here videoing it. Yeah, they would probably want to have live streamers inside, but they can't really force you. I don't think they'll confiscate your phone. Sliders. You like sliders, Dean? Yeah, they have sliders, their own style of sliders at Sliders. They also have a Clancy beer. Clancy is a vendor, still going as a vendor, both at the football games and the baseball games. Clancy, they got his own beer. How far away from Fort Henry? It's about a mile and a half. Not very far. It's very easy. You can take public transportation. You can ride there. Take a bicycle. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Dean, for the ball game. I showed you the outside. Now, if I got there between 10 and 3, you would have seen a big crowd. That was just a low amount of crowd. It died down because all those fans went inside the ballpark. Here we go. Let's go to the outside. See, ones with the banners on here. That's the Babe Ruth Birthplace and Museum. It's one of the must-sees to go to when you're in Baltimore. He's right here. Let's go across and show you this. See, here's this front of it. The Babe Ruth Birthplace and Museum. Your question is, why aren't they open today? They might have been open and they closed early. And it says it's closed on Mondays and Thursdays. That's why they're not open. Because today is Thursday. They decided to open Friday to Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and closed Monday to Thursday. Slash, there's a slash right there. So 3 days in the week they're open. So the other 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they're closed. Today's Thursday. Reason why they are closed. Now, let's get a wall plaque. And you can see that. That's Babe is a 16-year-old shortstop at St. Mary's School. George Herman Ruth, better known to the world as Babe Ruth, baseball's famous Sultan of SWAT, was born here in the home of his maternal grandparents on February 6, 1895. Famous for his record-breaking statistics and flamboyant style, Babe was honored by the 1969 Baseball Centennial, which named him the greatest player ever. But life was not always so rosy. At the ripe old age of 7, Babe was judged as a hopeless incorrigible and was packed off to St. Mary's Industrial School to learn the shirt-making trade. There he remained for the better part of 12 years until February 1914, when Jack Dunn paid him $600 and became his legal guardian in order to whisk him away to play for the Baltimore Orioles. That was the beginning of a legendary career, and the 22-year stint in the major leagues that followed. Babe played in 2,503 games. Coaxed 2,873 hits out of 8,396 times at bat for a lifetime average of 3.342. Pitched 23 winning games, 2 seasons in a row, hit 506 doubles, 136 triples, and in 1 year alone, which was 1927, hammered 60 home runs. Starting out as a left-handed catcher and pitcher at St. Mary's, Babe went on to become a savage hitter who made the home run baseball's ultimate weapon. He was the complete ball player. This house and the adjoining ones were preserved to honor him and the contributions he made to baseball. The museum opened in July 19th, 1974. And it was put up during the time that William Donald Schaefer was mayor, city of Baltimore. There it is. I'll step back and then we'll get a picture of the whole birthplace and the adjoining building. It's very historical inside. There's a lot of memorabilia, baseballs, bats, gloves, pictures. Maybe sometime I'll get permission to broadcast inside. I don't know about these adjoining buildings here, but they almost, well, they're not looking the same. It's a different type of brickwork. But this is in Ridgely's Delight. We've got like a 2 stories and a basement and an upper little attic area. And they're small, very small, but popular because they're so close to the hospital towards the downtown area. Students live in here. Workers of the University of Maryland Medical. All right. Guess we'll go down there for a bit. Let's see. No, I'm going to take you down to, I don't want to get into the sun too much. We'll try this. Yeah, we'll try this cobblestone thing. It's pretty historic. It's a little bit different than Washington Boulevard. It's going to shake a lot of it. I got to go on the side. If I step on cobblestones, there'll be a lot more shaking than my normal walk. Here's another entrance. So if you come to Baltimore in the summertime, stay for a few days, then check out the Babe Ruth Museum. You see the buildings there. 2 floors and a basement. I don't think it's a full headroom in the basements because they're so small here. Some of them go back a ways. Some of them are really renovated. Some of them need some rehab. Yeah, no Cracker Jacks. They weren't handing out Cracker Jacks. No free baseballs. No free Oriole caps. I'm looking for an Oriole mask. I've seen some made by a TV station, but guess that they're handing out very readily. Now we got to go on the cobblestones. It'll be a little shaky here. Walk on the street here. There's no traffic. That's looking towards University of Maryland that way. I'll do a little close up. It's kind of blurry, isn't it? It's my camera or what? And my lens. Good. I usually hear my UPS driver. I can hear the roar of the motor, and I'm only at the door. I'm the door before he brings the box. He did that yesterday. Yeah. But I'm over in Pigtown, so you don't go that way, I don't think. All right. Just talking to a UPS driver. I can hear my UPS driver. He's out in the street. This is on Portman Street. All right, have a good one. Maybe the Orioles are good. No, I'm actually in Pigtown. I'm on Carey Street. Yeah, there's a different guy that goes there, I guess. Talking to UPS driver. Thought it was on Ramsey. That's a Ramsey Street. There's a Ramsey Street, Pigtown. Now, I'll just show you the nice little park from a distance because there's kids, I guess, and I don't know what the restrictions are, but it's a nice little quiet spot. See it? They have a slide for the kids. No swings, but there's a little, yeah, there is a swing. Basket swings. Place to sit and talk. Adults can be there and talk. Getting a good view of the Ridgely's Delight historical area. See the slides. Slides. So maybe I'll best end this at about 1 hour. I see it says 58 minutes, give or take somewhat. Almost at the end, southwest part of Ridgely's Delight. You saw the ballpark, the outside. You saw the commercial bar and restaurant area on Packer Street across from the ballpark. You saw the buildings, saw the park, the trees. So if you like it, tell other people that you saw the southwest part of Baltimore City, southwest Baltimore. And we're right here at Russell Street. Across that big street. I mean, this is Martin Luther King. Excuse me, Martin Luther King is right here. You got plenty of trees here and plenty of noise here right now. This is a main thoroughfare. It comes in and out of the city. Showed you that much earlier. I just wanted to see if this drain was unclogged, so I don't have to report to 311. It's beautiful. It's clear of leaves and twigs, so any water can rush into that. So we're doing fine. And I've done my walks along Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. We've gone all the way up to the State Center. You keep going along this path on this side or the other side where the cars are, and it ends near Howard Street and Martin Luther King, and near the State of Maryland Center, state offices. And so the leaves are coming out, but they're not ready. I'll have to come back here sometime in the near future because they're not fully developed yet. We're kind of slow in getting this developing, but we're one of the last ones in the region to have the leaves drop off for fall and winter. All right, I'll just end it with a probably a close-up shot of the nice mural. It advertises Pigtown, Main Street. Great eats, small neighborhood, a big heart, a vibrant community, it says. Local shops. Pigtown, Pigtown. And the real estate offices call this Washington Village. Same thing. There, okay? Take care from now. Here comes an ambulance. Not for me. Take care. Bye. See you later, world.